Hey all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I want to welcome you. Who am I? I am Dr. Shabai, and on this show we talk about how feminism has destroyed society as well as relationship, marriages, and home. And then we also like to do hot topics and reaction videos. And so today I want to talk about a video that's going around where the comedian TK Kirkland tells men not to date single mom. And he goes into the reason why. And I'm going to come back and tell you my thought. I think that men shouldn't date women with 6 and 7 different baby daddies and all that stuff. But I want you to watch the video, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. And I'm going to give you my perspective because I think we're missing something here. If you like my content, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be alerted whenever I put up a new video, and let's get started. Oh, and please like my video.
You're raising a child that doesn't belong to you. That's rough. I don't care what nobody say. Now it gets done, and thank God we do have men who will do that. But psychologically, is detrimental to your health.
What about when you have, if you're with a woman and she does have a child, but the father is active and is there?
Sure, you can handle it. It's still uncomfortable.
Okay.
You're pulling up in the car, they come to the door, and she's really nice to him. No, he don't pay child support. He don't do nothing.
No, he pays child support.
I'm just saying, if he does, I'm creating my scenario.
Oh, okay.
And he's in the living room watching TV. She hear, okay, bye. Return the kids. Coming back. Okay, bye. It still hurt, but you have to be so mature. My thing is, why put yourself through that?
I agree.
That's where I'm at. Why do that to yourself? Why make yourself uncomfortable?
Did you know that when you were 30?
I'm not sure. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
It's more of a new revelation.
No, I don't know. I've always thought like this since I was a youngster.
Okay.
Yeah. So my way of thinking has always been on another level, but I don't think I've ever had that situation though. So that's pretty cool.
So and if that's the game to the women, so should the men also be mindful of not having children?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should. But even though I've probably hurt a lot of women's feelings on the baby thing, so let me give you the game on how to win. The solution. See, the solution is when you have babies from another man, one, you still go out and have sex, still have a good time. Take care of your body. Make sure you look good because men are visual. So if you're out here fat, you're not taking care of your body, the chances of you getting is going to be slim. Then I have this thing in my head called, what is it? Reborn.
Okay.
Reborn is after you get all your kids out of the house, and then you can start dating again because the new guy that you're dating doesn't feel responsible that he got to carry other children mentally, spiritually, and financially. So he'll date you because all the kids are out the house. Yeah, we could date. We have a good time because I ain't got to worry about your kids, and that's just my thing. But women have to take care of themselves physically and mentally, and try not to have a man's baby until you're in your late 30s, early 40s. This is just my opinion. I've seen women, and I try to date women who got kids. Man, it's rough. Because when you know what you know, you're like, oh, I like her. But damn, I don't feel like putting up with nobody's kids. It's exhausting. I gotta go to Toys R Us to prove that I like your fucking
Toys R Us ain't even around no more.
I'm just saying, I gotta do all these extra things, put your kid in the car seat. I go to Disneyland and shit and all that if I like you.
What if you have a blended family? Does that work?
What do you mean by blended?
Like either y'all both come with a child or
it's
two?
Still difficult. Yep.
Oh,
all of it's difficult. I think when people do that too, they love each other, but majority of the time financially not prepared.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is just one time do one wrong thing, right? You got 2 or 3 kids, and then you bring one kid a gift. Then she gets on the phone with her mother, and she's like, "Oh, he just bought TT one gift. We got all these other kids in here. And I ain't nobody got time for that shit. I ain't got time."
That's fair. I mean, I don't know how much you're ever in comments, but like in the comments, people or men are often saying to women that, don't be in the streets having a whole bunch of kids,
Yep, yep. Do not be having them babies.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop the video there. You can see the whole entire video. I will put that video in the description box. But the first thing I want to talk about is, thank goodness that my dad didn't feel that way about my mom, because my mom did have a child, had one before my parents got married and had my sister and I. So that's why it's such a big deal for me, because I appreciate that my dad married my mom, even though she had one child, before they got married, and because we wouldn't be here. So that's the first thing. But I want to go back, and I just wrote down a couple points. And I get it. If you are a man and you have a lot going on and you're successful, and you want to settle down, I get it. It is so much work to date a woman that has kids. But my thing is, why not look at the ones that are not the norm? Like, there are so many wonderful, beautiful women who had a child, made a mistake. Now I'm not talking about those that have 4 or 5 baby daddies and they're looking to take advantage of men, and of course not those type of women, but if you meet someone and they have one child, or even 2 by the same man, and their relationship just didn't work out, I just don't know, is it fair to say, oh no, I'm not gonna date her because I don't want that responsibility, because like I said, and my dad did said that about my mom, I wouldn't be here. And I am blessed to be able to say I came from a 2-parent household. They got a divorce when we got older, but I see the effects of, of my friends who didn't grow up with a father in the home. So that's the part that I think that we're missing. No, we're not saying you need to take on a tribe and a basketball team. No, no, no. But I do think we need to examine, the logic in telling everyone, no, just don't do it, because that has a huge effect on society, not just our community, the black community, but the whole society as a whole, because there's some things that I want to talk about that, has kind of shifted my perspective about this. So there's this show called I Am a Murderer on Netflix. And I'm not jumping all over the place, but I'm just trying to give you why I think that this is not the best idea for any society or community. So on this show, they interview many people who are murderers, men and women. And the number one thing that I saw was all of them came from a broken home. Their parents were not together, or the mom was struggling and on drugs. And I'm not saying, getting married is going to fix everything, but if a woman has, made a mistake, but then she meets a great guy, those kids have a much, much better chance of making it in this world and being a productive member of society. And then the other part is that society benefits from that, because we have children who are growing up in a 2-family household. And then the other part of it is both girls and little boys need a male influence in their life. Having a strong male role model is something that a lot of kids lack. And it gives them guidance, it gives them discipline and emotional support. That's something that a lot of homes are missing. And I'm not saying that a man should pay for a woman's mistake. No, but I'm saying that it shouldn't be so rigid that, oh, she has, a child, I'm not going to even consider to marrying her. No, I don't think that's good for the society. I think it should be done on a case by case basis. And if she, has one child or even two from the same man, then she should be given the opportunity, because I think for me, it's all about building a strong family unit. And it will help break that negative cycle. When you grow up without a father, especially for little girls, they're going to end up either, on a pole or trying to find love in all the wrong places. And it's going to be a vicious cycle. She may get pregnant, trying to find love. And it is just something that we're not talking about, and I used to say, oh yeah, I get it. And I'm not, I don't have children. I am divorced. But I know I'm coming from a different place because I'm not a single mother, and I want to be able to give grace and empathy, because I think that's the word that's missing here. Because I think it should be about finding love, finding companionship, and if you do, and she happens to have kids, then you shouldn't, throw it out the door. And so that was the point that I wanted to make. And because it talks about, I remember when KevinSamuels told women that if they did have children, they should wait until the child is out of the house. And to me, that's unrealistic. And it also doesn't help society. There's no one that's going to raise these kids. We don't want the same mentality. A mom is raising a guy and a girl, and they keep doing this over and over. I mean, I feel like that is not going to solve the problem. So I want to hear what you all think. I would love to keep the conversation going, because I'm just trying to look at it as a place of what's best for society as a whole, and not just as an individual, So if you think I'm wrong, or you think that a man should never date a woman with a child, put in the comments, your opinion. Why do you think that is? And that's my video. Again, I would love to hear what you think. This is Dr. Shabai. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, share, and also hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. Bye.